Here we go. Your music is on.
You know, for me, a lot of it is, like, this is one of my last years here at Northwest, and I think for a lot of us, this is sort of that time in our lives where we're getting to do those very last things that we really love to do. And as a performer, it's a little difficult to let go, so I think for all of my members, I would hope that they have a good time with it and that they really cherish every moment because they might not get this exact opportunity to be able to perform and be on a team and work for something like this in the exact same way ever again. My name is Ashlyn Hoy, and I'm the secretary of Bearcat Winter Guard. So Bearcat Winter Guard is basically the indoor version of the color guard with marching band, and it's a place for students who want to show their skills and still be involved in that. It's a bit less time consuming, and we still are competitive. So we actually, a couple of the exec members, myself included, we come up with a tryout routine. So we pick a song and then we choreograph our routine to go with it, which includes some dance and flag choreography. Everybody would learn that day, and then they would perform it for the coach and a few others, and then from there they sort of get evaluated on how they did. I think it gives them sort of an overall understanding of what we're about. I think that's kind of an important life skill of reaching for something and having that uncertainty of whether or not you're going to get it. And it certainly helps with confidence because you have to be able to get up there and kind of fake it until you make it, because you're learning this in a few hours, and we're really not looking for perfection. We're looking for if you can recover, if you can perform it, and if you can just give it your all and do your best.
Well, the first year we tried to do this, we got together and we created the student organization, but I noticed that nobody wanted to step up, so then I stepped up and continued the process of creating the Bearcat Winter Guard. As president, I am in charge of making sure everyone else on my exec board does what they need to do. I work close with Kylie, who is our coach, on making sure things are done on time, but everything else I pretty much leave up to other people on the exec board.
I think all of our exec members take a sort of leadership role, and in terms of practice, we kind of lead practices. For me, that helps because I'm going to be a teacher, so it sort of helps me get that leadership role going and sort of learn how to give positive criticism and helps students or members who are struggling. Even though sometimes we're the ones struggling, also it's really important to sort of not let that show through and just keep positive energy through ourselves. And then also when we're correcting each other, to just remember why we're there and sort of remind each other of that. And also I think it's pretty important to not only correct what needs to be improved, but also let people know what they're doing right so that they get that sense of accomplishment. Because it really doesn't matter if you're in a leadership role or not. If we see something that needs fixed, we talk to each other about it. But we try to do it on a one-on-one basis, and then we just sort of explain what the issue is that we see, and we talk through it and help them work through it until they get it right.
Honestly, just seeing us improve and making sure everyone else is having a good time. It shouldn't be a stressful situation. We compete in 4 to 6 competitions each Winter Guard season. We'll go down as a team. It's allowed me to interact with people that I wouldn't be able to normally interact with.
Even just competing with others, you really get to see each other grow and help push each other to a new level, which can really form relationships, especially with people that you might not usually hang out with.
That's my favorite part about it. Getting to know them better is a lot of fun, and then going out to competitions with everybody. We motivate each other. I try to make sure that everyone on the team is as close as we can be. That way we can appreciate each other, tell each other when we're doing good or bad or things that we can improve on.
Teamwork is really, really important in a situation like this because you're really only as strong as your weakest member.
I think that our organization is a way to take a step back for a few hours and have a good time, and I see it as a stress reliever.
When we're in college, it sounds like just adding one more thing on your plate, but really it's not as stressful as it seems, and for a little bit you just get to forget about everything else and you just get to perform and do something that you love, which is really fun.
I've learned that it's a lot of work, and hopefully I have created enough of a platform for others to step into my place to create connections and friendships so that if they want to continue on and become a coach or something like that, or help other guards as a hobby, just making sure that they stay within the community throughout their life and continue our legacy.
One of our biggest goals is to constantly be improving, so we want to be improving our scores and obviously our placement. We also want to expand. It'd be great to see the program get bigger.
I hope for us to expand as an organization. I also hope for other guards that we go to competitions to, for our name to get out there and for us to get more reach and for people to know who we are and that we're from Northwest. Yes. I get a lot of people like that who are like, oh, I don't know, I've never done it before. Do it. I think everybody can do it, or we can help you get there. Even if you're contemplating it, like come to tryouts, you'll have a good time.
You're out there on the floor all together, and the judges are seeing each and every one of you. So it's really important that you work together and accomplish those goals, because it's really not just one person shining through. It is the whole team and the whole group that they're looking at, and one person can kind of make it or break it. So we all have to sort of be on the same page and work together to get to where we want to be.